Today we're going to be making Beef Bourguignon, a savory sangria, modeled after the French dish Beef Bourguignon. This is not a tested recipe, so just know that going in. I was inspired by this beef garum powder that was sent to us from our good friend Ryan at High Alcohol Content on Instagram. From what I know, this is like a koji beef garum that he powdered. When you taste it, it tastes sort of like powdered beef flavor. Highly savory, bunches of umami. Super cool. I wanted to use this in a cocktail. The first thing that came to mind was beef and red wine. And from there, I kind of made the jumps to beef bourguignon. I thought maybe a sangria-esque situation would be the best way to go about it. So let's give it a shot, shall we? I'm gonna go through each of these ingredients and kind of explain my thought process. I'm gonna start with super lemon juice. We're gonna need some acidity. I'm gonna do ½ an ounce of super lemon juice. And then I'm gonna balance that with black garlic syrup. It's just black garlic paste in a 1-to-1 syrup. Super interesting, very umami. It has a very like deep roasted garlic, like sweetness to it. We're gonna do ½ an ounce syrup. And that should give us a nice balance of tart and sweet to build off of. Freshly juiced carrot juice. And I'm gonna do 1 ounce of carrot juice. I think that's gonna evoke that Beef Bourguignon kind of vibe, but also give us that juice and sangria kind of feeling that we're looking for. I don't want it to be like unrecognizable. I've had this bottle of Syrah sitting around for a month or something. I don't know. It's really old at this point, so it's pretty oxidized. However, I did taste it. It has almost like a slight savory, vinegary, oxidized quality. My thought process is like, that's kind of what we're going for in this drink anyways. So why not use it to our advantage? We're gonna use the old wine in this one. So I'm gonna go with 1.5 ounces of red wine, this Syrah. And then in order to give some more pruny, deep flavors and a bit of a backbone to the cocktail, I wanted to add some of this Bloody Syrah gin. This is one of my favorite spirits that I've tried in a really long time. Super tasty. Lots of rich wine flavor from 4 Pilars in Australia. Super cool distillery. Check them out. Ah, it smells so good. So I just wanted to add 3/4 of an ounce of this because I don't want to go too far. But again, it's gonna give it some like, some coolness, you know? So that's our base. Let me just taste it. That's bizarre, but also really pretty good. I think I am gonna add 1/4 ounce more lemon juice. I want it to be a little more refreshing and bright. So that'll bring us to 3/4 ounce of lemon juice total. Now we're gonna season. So this beef garum here, it's gonna give us a nice rich umami flavor and that beefiness that we would come to expect from a Beef Bourguignon. And I'm gonna do about half of this 1/4 teaspoon. So about 1/8 of a teaspoon of that going in. And then in order to get a little bit of salinity to it, I have this red onion kosher sea salt. All it is red onion that has been dehydrated and then blitzed up. It's super oniony. I'm gonna put a small pinch of this in. We've got everything in the tin. We have lemon for acidity, the juiciness and vegetal notes and sweetness of carrot, sweet umami black garlic syrup, a nice backbone and deep berry flavor from this Bloody Syrah gin. We've got our red wine Syrah base and a little bit of red onion salt for seasoning. Try to get the beef garum evenly dispersed. Let's give it a taste real fast. Okay, that's weird as hell. Pretty good. Let's take it all the way. Come on, you son of a... I am gonna throw this cocktail. So I've got my other big tin here, and I'm just gonna chill it and dilute it a little. So I wonder if I can do it like Cool Guy. Oh, shit, Jazz. Got my glass ready to go here. Perfect. For garnish, I've got a little bit of thyme and a couple of shiitake mushrooms. And we're calling it good. That's the Beef Bourguignon. Let's taste it. So
There's a little bit of floaties from the beef garum. Probably should have followed my gut and like reconstituted it into like a broth or something first, but it smells like mushrooms and beef, which is kind of strange. But that's weird as shit. It's really good. A real head scratcher. Yeah, I mean it's kind of good. It's like a savory sangria. It reads like that. It really does. Pretty strange. It's not bad. The smell is so savory and like meaty and mushroomy. And then when you get into the actual drink, it's so much more like refreshing and like it's like a sangria. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. I think I need Demi. This one's a weird one.
It looks beautiful.
It does look cool. I'm gonna say. It came out just like I had it in my head.
It's this mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's got a beef bourguignon kind of thing going. I think if you didn't tell anybody what was in this, like it's not overly savory, it's not overly sweet or salty or umami. It's pretty balanced. I'm getting a lot of the wine. It does just kind of taste like a slightly salty sangria, kind of with less, you know, fruity kind of tones to it. But I mean, it's good. I don't love the smell of these personally, but
maybe pearl onions. If I had pearl onions, that would be like the perfect like garnish.
That's interesting. It looks beautiful, like very visually stunning, but just like the smell kind of makes it more beefy than it actually is. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I would drink this. I would order it because I would be intrigued, and I would definitely drink this because it's good. Now
that it's been sitting on my palate for a minute, all those like savory flavors really linger after. Like when you're first going in for the sip, you mostly get like wine, and it kind of like gives you this across your palate, like there's like sour, salty, umami, sweet, like all at the same time.
But not like overwhelmingly anything.
But it hits it like it's like a huge wave, I feel like, of like it does have all of that stuff.
If you were eating kind of like beefy tapas or something, like, you know, I mean I actually would drink that. I think it's great. It's really good.
Well, there you go, guys. Savory sangria. This is kind of cool. Beef Bourguignon Sangria. Not half bad. Oh, it's literally from Christmas Eve, and it's
it's April.
That alone shows that sangria is just always such a bomb way to use old wine. You can always spruce up a bottle of old wine. If you're not going to cook with it, if you're not going to make vinegar, make sangria. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's that. I've proven it. This is from Christmas Eve. It is almost Easter's.